The following contains images of graphic violence. Viewer discretion is advised.
It's unfiltered, it's unedited, it's unscripted. It's a sense that you're really getting at who the police are or what the police do.
You may have heard about this tragic police encounter in St. Paul, Minnesota.
That's where an officer opened fire on Philando Castile as he sat in the passenger seat of a car driven by his girlfriend with a child in the back.
Castile's girlfriend is named Diamond Reynolds, and she captured the aftermath of the shooting with her cell phone and streamed it live to the internet.
Stay with me. We got pulled over for a busted tail light in the back.
But you may not be aware of just how significant this video is. The images Reynolds captured show us how technology is once again transferring power from police and the media to citizens.
We're waiting for a back. I will, sir. No worries. I will.
We already know how influential video of a police encounter can be. The internet is full of cell phone shot videos from civilians, and cops everywhere regularly use body cameras to keep citizens and themselves accountable. But the addition of Reynolds' video being live may bring us one step closer to the truth.
The benefit of live video is that it's unfiltered, it's unedited, it's unscripted, and anything that could possibly happen is showing you the truth right there in pixelated colors.
Jarret Lovell is a professor of criminal justice at California State University, Fullerton, and the author of Good Cop, Bad Cop, Mass Media, and the Cycle of Police Reform.
We see so many aspects of government rehearsed. And when you can see police, who are our most visible agents of government, performing something in real time, it's a sense that you're really getting at who the police are or what the police do.
But before citizens were able to keep the police accountable, the mainstream media did it, something we got a peek at back in the 1960s.
When you had images of police using water cannons and attack dogs in the South during the Civil Rights Movement, you also had images of the Democratic National Convention in Chicago, where police officers were captured in real time using billy clubs against anti-war protesters.
Then by the 1990s, handheld video cameras hit the market and made it so citizens could be their own news cameras.
Now the story that might never have surfaced if someone hadn't picked up his home video camera. We've all seen the pictures of Los Angeles police officers beating a man they had just pulled over.
You begin to have videos like the Rodney King videotape, where you weren't dependent on NBC, CBS, or ABC to have to go to Chicago or go to the South. Anybody standing from a balcony across the street can capture a police-citizen encounter.
Finally, smartphones with cameras made distribution and accessibility even easier.
It's just the internet on your phone.
It's a computer, it's an image generator, it is a mass media, because we could send one image, not to just one other person on the other end of a line. We could send this one image out to an infinite number of people. Once you had a camera and a recording device in everybody's pocket, everybody, in essence, became a news reporter.
But as law enforcement became hip to this trend, some officers decided to take measures into their own hands.
He saw me recording and he smacked the phone out my hand.
And he yanked it from me. He dropped it on the ground. He stomped on it many times.
When you see videos like these, it's easy to appreciate the kind of bravery it took to film the encounters Eric Garner and Walter Scott had with officers. But even those videos took a few hours or days to be uploaded to the internet for everyone to see.
All of the other videos that we see are taken from a distance. They're grainy. There may not be audio. There's certainly no narration. And it's up to a whole host of Monday morning quarterbacks to try to figure out how to make sense of these images. The Castile video was narrated by someone who was there, and she brings us inside the car with her.
He just shot his arm off. We got pulled over on Larpener.
I told him not to reach for it. I told him to get his hand out.
You told him to get his ID, sir, and his driver's license. Oh my God, please don't tell me he's dead. Please don't tell me my boyfriend just went like that.
The video was viewed about 1 million times on Facebook before being taken offline and reappearing with a graphic image disclaimer. But by that time, the word was already out, and the local community began organizing.
Here's a live look at what is happening right now in St. Paul, a vigil for Philando Castile.
What made me record the live video was God telling me, it's your word over theirs.
The attention Reynolds' video got is an indication of her bravery, but also how compelling handheld live video may be, or any new medium for that matter.
It does something to people. It takes hold of them, it roughs them up, it massages them, it bumps them around.
That's the late media philosopher Marshall McLuhan, who once talked about the mediums in which we watch media being an extension of the senses.
Now, what does that mean? A camera is an extension of the eyes. It could bring things that are far away directly into the room with us as if we're seeing it. Mass media bring government behavior and bring police behavior that may be taking place far away and at another time directly to us in the here and now. And so in that way, mass media are revolutionary because not only do they render things like time and space and memory irrelevant, but they bring new information to a public that previously didn't have access to it.
Meaning that for a lot of Americans who don't have habitual interactions with the police, live video may be able to extend their senses so far as to get a glimpse of the world where people do.
And yet you had the presence of mind to pull out your phone and do this live streaming. I'm in awe of that.
Would this have happened if those passengers, the driver and the passenger were white? I don't think it would have.
Live video may change the way we see interactions with police, but we have to remember they're just one view of an event.
One cautionary tale with the use of these videos is to assume that these videos provide enough information to be able to draw conclusions. And we don't want videos to be used to draw conclusions about suspects. We don't want the videos to be enough to draw conclusions about police officers. So, while we need to be careful with the use of these videos, more information is always a good thing.